Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back with some more World Tanks. So as you can see, this is Ronnok in his Object 140. Ooh, nice camo. And this is a tier 10 game on ioEther. It's a standard matchup game, none of these encounter modes or whatnot. And we're just gonna have some fun. So, sorry, I'm not quite awake yet, so if I seem kind of at it, that's why. And contrary to what you may be seeing, Ronnok's not actually in a platoon. It's 9.3, so it seems to glitch with replays and throw everybody into the same platoon. Lovely. Before we get into the actual game, if you want to talk to me, Facebook, Twitter, and Duckster links are all in the description below. And if you want to support the channel directly, the link to my Patreon account is in the description below as well. What else? Oh, though the best way to help support the channel is to... Ooh, look at that. That's a 268. That's a wounded 268. Cool. Okay, so the best way to support the channel is actually just to like the videos. It's really... What? Sure, I'll take that. Okay, so first kill of the game. By accident. Yeah, so if you just like the videos, that will really help me out more than you can imagine. That would be awesome. Thank you very much. And let's get into the game, because Ronnok's actually already in this. And has already gotten a kill off before I knew what happened. And I get the feeling before he knew what happened. Nice job balancing the M103 shot. Where did that hit? Really the front of his turret? I didn't think the front of his turret was that hard, but he was either at the right angle that it just increased so much that he couldn't pen it, or it didn't actually hit there and I'm mistaken. Those are kind of the two options, because those are good bounce. Ooh, IS-7 not looking the right way, putting a shot through his underbelly, his lower glacis, and you know, if he's still not going to look the right way, we're just going to put another shot in, right? Why not? M103, beautiful shot into his hull as he was dancing about. I personally here would shoot the side of his turret, because that big flat side of that M103's turret is so incredibly soft. It is just beautiful to put shots through it. And it looks like the IS-7 is gonna... Is he gonna poke it? Yes, he is. And Ronnok didn't manage to pen that shot. It must have gone high. Look at that 268. Haha, that's the health we dropped him down to. Good job. So he is about one shot from death, and he's tempting fate by being on the front lines now. But oh well, I'm sure somebody will help him out with the leaving the battle. He is 75, presenting his side as he comes into the game. Okay, I mean, Ronnok's just going to put shot after shot through the... And really? After showing us his side, he's now going to sit with his lower glacis exposed? Not even angled. Okay. I mean, apparently he doesn't want to be in the game all that long either. And the Panther E100 is actually doing an exceptional job making sure Ronnok can't see any part of him that he really wants to shoot at. Really? 75? Really? Just... Maybe it's the fact that I'm not awake yet, but that is flabbergasting me. That this E75 keeps pulling out flush side on, or spinning his tank so he is like facing forward, straight on. Like, I mean, he's not even bothering to angle at all, and it's weirding me out slightly. Now, maybe he's just a bad player. Maybe, but I'm not going to assume that. For whatever reason, 9.3 doesn't work with XVM. Don't understand why. So I don't know the skill of any of the players involved. But, okay, so anytime you're coming around a corner, doesn't matter what's going on the other side. Unless you have to get around that corner that particular second and you're not set up to do the maneuver, then sure, run around the corner flush, but it's more likely to get you killed. Ooh, nice job setting the T-54 on fire. Almost burned to death before you used the fire extinguisher. Good job. Nice snipe on the cupola with the opposite 140. And yeah, he had it in for us. Thankfully, though, he missed. Anyway, so we're just going to pause this action here. So, if, for example, Ronnok wanted to come around this corner, instead of driving out and then firing, which would get him, which would leave his side exposed to incoming fire, if he took the corner wide and drove around like this, then he could come around into the same position effectively to get shots on these tanks if he was shooting this way. But it would be at an angle that would make his armor much more effective. It wouldn't leave his side as exposed, and his front would be more exposed. I mean, it depends on what tank you're in and what your armor values are, of course. If you want to come around the corner like this, or like this, or like this, I mean, it depends on what tank you're in completely. But whatever you do, do not present your side flush onto an enemy on purpose for any reason ever, unless it's an emergency. If you have the health to take the shot and it's an emergency and you gotta get around that corner to save a friend, do it, right? I'm never gonna say don't do it, but don't do it unless it's necessary. That Panther E100 is doing an exceptional job this game, and he's managed to stay fully intact until this point. He gets tracked in the open, and now he's just gonna get damaged to death. Now, I'm gonna say Ronnok made one mistake here. Now, yes, he got damaged. I would have liked to have seen him try to perma-track that Panther 100. Now, the fact that that guy had been tracked in the open and was staying in the open obviously means he'd already used his repair kit. Now, he could have either used his repair kit at some of the point being tracked, or maybe he has gun damage at some point, whatever. Either way, he wasn't going to get out of that situation by repairing his track, by using a repair kit. Oops. That's a game. Good game, though. So would have liked to see Ronnok try and perma-track him. I mean, it didn't matter. The guy died really fast anyway, partly because we had an E4 shooting into his side once he did get tracked. But, you know, details, right? That was a really great game. That kill off the start, the ram kill in the M41, that is totally going in a that just happened at some point, because that was hilarious. And I didn't even see that coming. 4,800 experience for that game with premium, with a triple experience. Still an awesome game. Now, that only netted him a mastery class second class. Wow, mastery class second class, huh? A second class mastery battle. You know, talking helpful, right? Totally. He got fire for effect, Confederate, and high caliber. And now he only managed to secure 2 kills in that entire game. That Panther E100, which was completely worth a kill, and he was a nuisance the entire game. And the Walker Bulldog, who just suicided at the beginning. Now I'm going to say that neither player was watching where they were going, though I don't think Ronnok would have tried to dodge that shot. Now, one other thing I guess I'll save that till later. I'm fairly certain he didn't take any damage except for from that missile at the beginning. 6,000 damage over 2 kills. That's incredible, and definitely contributes to that crucial punch. Yes, that would do it. Confederate. That's the medal I was trying to think of. Wow. Never mind. Just gonna go with never mind. Walk away. Click on it. Come on. Right, lad. So, yes, damage blocked by armor. 1200. That's pretty awesome. Now you can see he fired 31 shots. He actually only penetrated with 18. So if he'd penetrate with every shot he fired, this number would be more around 10,000 or 12,000. That's pretty substantial. But of course, he's in a tank where he's got a fast reload. He doesn't mind spamming shots because of the fact that his reload is so fast that he knows he's going to be able to do consistent damage even if he misses every other shot. Which he pretty much, well, no, he hit most of them. He just bounced a lot of shots. So he took the chancy shots, and it definitely paid off. But this is, again, something you can only do in a tank with a fast enough reload and enough shells in the magazines that enough shells in storage. I'm just going to stop talking about this. Enough shells in your tank that you can spam shots without worrying about missing. Something like a bad chat, you really do need to be precise with every single shot you take because you only have 25 in a bad chat. He obviously had a lot more than 25. Yeah, so I'm fairly certain that the only damage he took the entire game was from the missile of the M41 Bulldog slamming into him at 60 kilometers an hour. I gotta think that Bulldog was looking at something else, paying attention to some other thing on the map, and not realizing that there was an object 140 straight in front of him, because there's no way that he should have slammed straight into an object 140 on purpose. I mean, at the end of a battle, I can understand potentially being able to get that kill that way, or just a desperation, I want some damage in this game. But at the very start of the battle, there is no good reason for that. I can't even say it's Sua scouting doesn't even. Because by the time you get to a Walker Bulldog, if you're still Sua scouting, you are doing it so very, very wrong. Anyways, a little bit of damage. I think that's for tracking the Jag Panther 100, or did he not track him? Either way, great game. Thank you very much, Ronnok, for sending it in. Thank you all for watching. Have a great night. This is ioEther out. Hey folks, this is ioEther, and we're back with some more world tanks. Side scraping. How to counter a player who's side scraping. So the E100 is trying to side scrape. And you can see. Let's see. Ronnok is actually firing at the engine deck of the enemy tank. And, well, that makes sense, because Ronnok's gun is actually higher up than the enemy tank's engine deck, so he can aim down. And if he concentrates right, and if he, T-57. Really? How did you miss that shot on the T-57? Really? That was like a free shot. So the enemy 8-on-100 is getting really pissed that Ronnok can somehow penetrate him without being, without exposing enough of his tank so that this guy can kill Ronnok. So Ronnok's, again, gonna shoot for the engine deck,